So the post-test results showed that of the 20 students, 14 of them passed, which is 70%. 11 students were in the exceeds category, that's 55%. They were able to solve all the word problems correctly, and their reasoning to explain their thinking was very clear. There were 3 students in the meets category, that's 15% of the class. They were able to solve most of the word problems involving joining sets within 20 and unknowns using pictures correctly, and their reasoning to explain their thinking was mostly clear. In the approaches category, we have 2 students, that's 10%, and these students were able to solve some of the word problems involving the joining sets within 20 and unknowns using pictures correctly, and their reasoning to explain their thinking was somewhat clear. And then in the last category, the falls far below, we had 4 students, which is 20%. These students solved few to none of the word problems involving joining sets within 20 and unknown using pictures, and the reasoning to explain their thinking was mostly clear, or they didn't give any reasoning at all. Since there are 6 students not passing, I think reteaching again to them would make sense, but I would have to teach it differently since my last instruction didn't work for them. I plan to maybe interview them to see if I can identify patterns in what worked and what didn't work for them. I also think that the ESL instruction was not as effective as it could be. So I plan to meet with an ESL instructional coach to identify ways I can adjust the lesson to make it better to meet their needs. And then lastly, I think Jana is a good candidate to move to Tier 2 of the RTI process. Her knowledge level began at a 0 and only progressed to a 2. This low level of knowledge and progress is a continuation of a pattern that is beginning to emerge, and I think she would benefit from more intensive instruction and attention.